Hello my friends, it is Jessie, and today I'm sharing a video that is obviously a bit of a departure from my last videos. All two of them, I know. But the story behind this video is I've been reading some great novels recently that have gotten me super inspired, and I woke up the other day with just this overwhelming feeling of I want to create something beautiful. So I got out my paints and I just started painting. And I'll tell you that I love to draw. I do a lot of drawings of people. I love practicing anatomy and doing studies. And I'm always doing things with a purpose of trying to get better. And this one, I just wanted to create something without judgment. And on that note, I ask that you don't judge it either because, yes. I wanted to create something that was just completely on the fly, not judging it as I went, just doing what felt good, what felt nice to put on the paper and not worrying about the end result. And as I've been thinking about this process over the past few days, I wanted to record this voiceover to talk a little bit about the entire idea behind having additional things in your life that aren't business. So I'm talking to kind of a very specific audience, and this may be you, it may be you in a few years, it may never be you, and that's okay. But for me, I have been growing my business slowly but surely, and I found that my habits are business and then rest. I work on my business and then I rest so that I can go back to working more on my business and then I rest. And this whole time I've been telling myself like, oh, you're doing fine. You're not going to burn out because you are resting. But when you are resting just for the purpose of getting back to what you're doing, I don't know. It's just not quite as effective, or even not that. It's such a singular way of living. And I don't mean singular as in amazing. I mean singular as in you're focused on one single thing. And you can't really live like that, not long term. I was talking with my husband a while back, and he made the point like, you need a hobby. And at the time, I looked at him like, I have tons of hobbies. You know, what are you talking about? And I realized that these things that I had loved to do a lot growing up, I wasn't really doing anymore. I wasn't creating art. I wasn't playing the piano. You know, I wasn't involved in these activities that used to be such a big part of my life. And in reality, although I still thought of myself as, say, an artist, I wasn't actually doing the hobbies. And part of the reason is that I got it in my head that everything I do has to be business related. Like, I could only be an artist if I could monetize that endeavor, if I could start selling art, selling prints, building an art following. But slowly but surely, I am learning to let go of that impulse and just let things be for their own sake. So I encourage you, if you are finding yourself always thinking about business, about growing your client base, about taking care of your people, about, you know, doing new marketing techniques, whatever that might be. You know, every business is different. But if you find that that is something that is completely consuming your thoughts, and that you're either on business or completely vegged out, I encourage you to take some time to cultivate some other habits into your life. Because you can only be in startup mode for so long. You can only hustle for so long. And as intellectually fulfilling it is to start and develop a business, there's a lot more of you that needs stimulation. And it doesn't necessarily have to be artistic. It could be anything else that brings you joy. You know, maybe you're not an artist, but you love cooking. You love making great meals and planning different kinds of things to feed yourself and your family. Maybe you love home organization. Maybe your love is completely outside of the home and you enjoy sports and different kinds of sports. I will say, here's something interesting. I find it is so much easier to be involved in sports as an adult than it was to be involved in sports as a kid. I was a very non-sporty child, and I thought that it wasn't really worth it if you weren't going to be pro. Like, that always was the end goal in high school sports is, oh, you're trying to get the scholarship, you're working hard in sports so you can get the scholarship and progress and make that a part of your career or something like that. And maybe this is only a perspective that I held. Maybe this isn't everybody. But I'm finding that as an adult that you can get involved in things really easily. You can just buy some lessons or join a amateur league of the sport of your choice. And everybody's just there to progress themselves and have a good time. And there's so much less pressure. It's great. You know, I'm a kid who did not make the junior volleyball tryouts because I didn't really know how to play volleyball. But I recently took up ice skating. And it's something that I never thought I would do because why take up ice skating if you're not going to be in the Olympics, right? But it's really fun. And it's something that puts me into this totally zen mental state. But this video is getting a little bit rambly, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But what I would encourage you to do is to take some time and think about what brings you joy outside of your business. What is something that you've been wanting to monetize, that you've been wanting to do to monetize, but that maybe you can just do it for its own sake? What is something that you can progress in and practice and work at that fulfills you in a completely different way than making an income from your work does? If something has come to your mind while you've been watching this video, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment and let me know what joy-bringing thing you are going to integrate into your life starting this week. I'd be curious to hear. Until next time, take care, guys.